Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Marvin Plackett. Today is Thursday, April 2nd. Warm greetings to all residents, all staff, family members, and everyone else listening in. I am very pleased to report that once again we have no confirmed cases of COVID-19. We never have. We're so pleased, and we are deeply grateful to all of you that are being so diligent with following the principles, the rules that we have put in place, that Governor Walz has put in place, the things that really do work. Social distancing is so important. Regular hand washing, you know the things that I have stated repeatedly. These things all add up. They really make a difference. So once again, we have no confirmed cases of COVID-19, no additional people that are being monitored at this time. I just distributed a memo pertaining to Easter, and this memo went to all residents and to all staff. And shortly after I give this message, I'm going to be sending out a phone message to the same group. And here's the core of the message. But be sure to read the memo. It contains more details. This message is for all Episcopal Homes residents and staff. I just distributed a new memo pertaining to Easter, which is only 10 days away. On Easter, many families make a tradition of coming together in large gatherings for an Easter meal and socializing. We are asking everyone to avoid all gatherings. Do this for everyone's good, your families, friends, neighbors, and society at large. For the last several days, we have been under the statewide stay-at-home order from Governor Walz. Social distancing is not just vital for stopping the spread of COVID-19. It is the law. Social distancing works. Be sure to read the new memo for additional details, and thank you to every single one of you for helping us out, for doing your part. Two days ago, I challenged every one of you. I asked you to reach out to just one new person to show your kindness towards them, to show your love to them, to put a smile on their face. Did you do that? Did you meet that challenge? Just one new person. For those of you that did, terrific. Way to go. If you didn't, find the courage, the drive to do it today. And if you already did it, do it to one new person again today. That really matters. Social distancing is very difficult, particularly for those who don't have a lot of family and friends that they can connect to on a regular basis. Pick up that phone, reach for FaceTime, reach for social media, write that note. Do something that helps a neighbor, a friend, a relative. Make someone's day. You can do it. It's in your control. You don't need anyone else's permission. Just take charge. Make it happen. Make someone's day. You know, lastly, certainly stress does accumulate over time. And this COVID-19 has certainly taxed all of us, every single one. We are all being forced to make changes, substantial changes to our normal routines. So while stress can pile up, find ways to alleviate that, to at least mitigate that. If that is a walk outside to feel the sunshine, to feel the fresh air, do that, all the while maintaining your 6-foot distance. If it's connecting with a friend, do that. If it is putting a smile on someone else's face, do that. Do all of the above. Do what it takes. One of the things that I do when I am stressed out, I reach for a very old standby poem, one that all of you are familiar with, and I'm going to read just a few lines from that poem. Desiderata by Max Ehrmann. Just going to read the first couple of sentences and the last couple of sentences. Go placidly amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. And the last couple of lines. Keep peace in your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. And my second challenge to you is, if you don't already have this framed and up on your wall or on your computer desk, do a Google search. Find this poem, read this poem. It will bring joy to your soul. Until tomorrow at 1:30, see you then. And now some words from Phil Rose.
Thank you, Marvin. Earlier today, my wife sent me something that I think is really, really helpful. It's a kind of a recipe for serenity, and it has interlocking circles. You probably can't see this on Channel 6, but the folks on Facebook might be able to see it. One circle is a big circle of things that matter, and then a big circle of things that you can control. And in between, there's a small intersection of things that matter that you can control. There is so much out of our control. We have to be aware of that during this time. A couple of updates. I want to let you know that we have a new camera arriving for those of you who watch on Channel 6. That camera is getting here later this afternoon and will be installed tomorrow afternoon. And so by Sunday morning, this should be a crisper, better sounding likeness of ourselves here. As Marvin mentioned, next week is Holy Week and Easter, and we have a few things going on around that. It starts with Sunday is Palm Sunday. So the 10 and 11 a.m. services, we will be distributing palms through the housing managers. And through each of the houses in the skilled nursing facilities. So we have about 300 of those palms, and we'll be getting those out to folks today and tomorrow. On Holy Thursday, we will have services at 10 and 11 from Lee Chapel. And on Good Friday, we will have only one service. We'll do the Passion at 2 o'clock on Friday afternoon. And then Easter as well, we will have a 10 and 11 service. The last thing I want to mention is about Palm Sunday. On Palm Sunday, we're going to do a palm parade. So all three of the spiritual life staff will be here, and keeping our social distance from one another, we're going to go around the outside of the campus and through the courtyard, and we will sing some songs, perhaps recite a reading, and invite people to wave their palms out the window as we remember Palm Sunday. I'm just going to close with a prayer written by Rabbi Naomi Levy. And this is what she has to say, a prayer of hope during this pandemic. We are frightened, God, worried for our loved ones, worried for our world, helpless and confused. We turn to you seeking comfort, faith, and hope. Teach us, God, to turn our panic into patience and our fear into acts of kindness and support. Our strong must watch over our weak. Our young must take care of the old. Help each one of us to do our part to halt the spread of this virus. Send strength and courage to the doctors and nurses in the front lines of this battle. Fortify them with the full force of their healing powers. Send wisdom and insight to the scientists working day and night across the world to discover healing treatments. Bless their efforts, God. Fill our leaders with the wisdom and the courage to choose wisely and act quickly. Help us to see that we are one world, one people, who will rise above this pandemic together. Send us health, watch over us, grace us with your love, bless us with your healing light. Hear us, heal us. Amen. Thank you very much for listening, and until this afternoon at 3:30, be well.